Like, I don't know if you remember when me and Kristen were kind of like testing out like all the different denominations and stuff.
Trying to find where we fit.
Yeah. I got a funny story about when we went to this church.
Oh, great.
I don't think I've told you this. Did I tell you about our experience at the Eastern Orthodox Church?
I don't think you ever told me. I remember you telling me when you went. I don't think you really told me so much about like the experience there.
So we go.
Well, it was awkward.
It was awkward. I emailed the church, and I was like basically asking like if there was a dress code because I don't want to like show up like and not be dressed appropriately. And they were like, just dress nice, nothing inappropriate, and that's all we request.
Business casual.
Yeah, and like for me in my head, I'm also thinking this is giving them a heads up that like new people are coming, because like the type of church we go to, like a new person comes and they're like all over them, Hey, how you doing? My name's Pastor whatever.
Welcome to blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, welcome, and we sure want you to come back now. And and so I was expecting like that kind of treatment, and like we walk in. And yeah, it's like the priest. Like, have you seen like an Eastern Orthodox priest? They have giant beards.
Yeah.
So he's walking around in like a robe and his beard, and he has like this
incense holder.
Yeah, the incense thing. So it looks kind of like Bray Wyatt from WWE, like with the lantern, kind of.
Well, that's what Catholics do too, don't they?
Yeah,
they do that too. Yeah. And he's shaking it, and like the smoke is coming out, and he's like, and then like so the door opens, and he looks up at us like he's right there as we're walking in. And so we just kind of freeze, like, crap, are we, like, interrupting something? And then
we just stand there watching him shaking the incense.
We wait for him to pass, and then so we go, and I guess you said there's already people in there. So we go and we find a seat at, like, a pew, and, like, no one says anything to us. And then the priest goes up there. I can't remember a single thing that the service was about or anything. This is where it gets like really awkward. Okay, so he says it's time to like come up and do communion, right? In the Catholic Church, you may know this, and I didn't know you came from Catholic Church, but if you're not Catholic, you can't take the communion. If you haven't confessed, or if you're not Catholic, like if you're not a confirmed Catholic, you're not supposed to like drink the wine or eat the bread.
I never heard that one.
You go up there and you do this. And that means you're getting just a blessing. And the priest puts like oil in his hand, and he does like the sign of the cross, and he's like, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, and he gives you a blessing, and then you go sit back down. And so I didn't know what it was like for Eastern Orthodox Church. I didn't know if it was that same process. And so me and Kristen were like, well, we'll just, stay in the pew. But like the people beside us, and we're on the end, stand up. So we like go to move out of the way, and like we step backwards, and they're like, go ahead. And we're like, no, y'all go. We're just going to sit down. And they're like, no, go. And we're like, what the heck? So like, I'm like, walking. And
Josh is leading. I'm behind him.
And there's people like communion? In front of us for communion at this Eastern Orthodox church. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I do this or what I'm supposed to do. We get up there, and it's, this big, tall freaking priest with this giant beard. And he's holding like the cup, and there's like another one with the bread. And,
was it the same with Catholics? Like, do they have like this urn with the this golden cup with the
that they like wipe and then let you yeah. And so he's standing up there, and it's finally my turn, and I get up to him, and I go just a blessing, just a blessing. I'm not, and he doesn't say anything. He turns, puts the cup down, picks up this giant freaking cross, and just holds it out towards me like this. And it's just like in my face. And so I'm like, I just look around it and look at him. And he goes, kiss it. And I go,
what's Kristen doing this whole time?
She's behind me.
I was panicking.
Watching me do it.
It's like, oh no. I'm about to go up here and kiss this cross.
So just kiss it.
Oh, awkwardly, you just look.
Yes. I feel kind of violated. And then like I walk, and then like Kristen gets up there.
You get a cup of the almond, like the spiced almonds.
Yeah.
And grains.
And then like you at least know what you're supposed to do, and so you're like, just a blessing for me too. And then didn't you say you didn't even kiss it? Like you got like close to it, and you're like,
I just got close and walked off.
I freaking like lightly like kissed it, And then, yeah, so we went and sat back down, finished like the service or whatever. And then at the end, we're waiting for everybody to like, you know, hey, are you new or whatever? Like everyone just gets up and like walks into this other room and they're all like getting coffee and like talking to each other and stuff. And so we just kind of stand there and we look around and we're like, no one's approaching us. I'm not going to approach anybody and be like, hey, I'm new. So we just left and never went back.
How do you always end up in these kind of situations?
I'm always in freaking weird. It's because I'm cursed. I'm telling you, I got a freaking curse on me. I'm always in weird situations.